We're going to start with the function 2x plus 8y equals 16. Now it's asking to find intercepts. So on the left side of your paper there, maybe I better do it on the left side of mine. Let's establish one more time. The x-intercept happens when what?
When it crosses.
What is the y value of the x-intercept?
0.
Yeah. Where it crosses the x, so if we have a coordinate plane, when it crosses your x-axis, it's not up or down from the origin at all. You have a y value of 0. You don't even need to know where it crosses. You know that y is 0 on the x-axis. And then the y-intercept is when, what then?
X equals 0.
Yeah, when x equals 0. You don't need to know where it's at on the y-axis, but wherever it crosses the y-axis, x has to be 0. And just like, you remember we made all those t-charts? Nobody remembers t-charts?
Nope.
Yes.
XY tables is
Yeah.
another way. We substitute a value in, we get a value out. We substitute a value in, we get a value out. So this is the same. So for this first time, again, just to show you because it's notes, let's find the x-intercept. The x-intercept happens when y equals 0. You could plug in a 0 for y like this, right? Because that's literally the x-intercept when y is 0. Now I'm going to suggest that after you get a tad practice and you get an understanding that when you substitute that in, that whole term's just going to disappear every time. You can start right here. And in fact, you get enough practice, I'm cool with you just looking at it and saying what the intercepts are. That's what I do. That's why I like standard form. I can look at it and tell you the intercepts. So if 2x is 16, what does x equal? 8. Okay. And so you're going to write your answers as ordered pairs. When x is 8, y is 0. And that's that spot right there. How many points do we need to graph a line?
2.
2. So slope-intercept form, we had 2 points, right? We had the intercept, and then we applied the slope to it. Now we have 2 points. We're going to have intercepts. So let's work on the y-intercept. The y-intercept happens when?
X equals 0.
When x equals 0. So that means that 8y is 16. Are you guys good with me not substituting in x? Are you guys good with me skipping that step?
Yeah.
2x is gone because x is 0.
2.
And so that means that when x is 0, y equals 2. So this is how you're going to answer these intercepts. You're going to put them as ordered pairs. And then 0.02 is right there. And you guys are telling me I only need 2 points to graph a line, right? So there's my line. Sweet. This one would, because this one's not situational, right? This is a theoretical line. So, but here's one thing I want to point out, and you're not going to have to do this quite yet, but we're going to go back up to this original equation. Watch what happens when I solve for y. I get y equals negative 1/4 x plus 2. So if I have this slope-intercept form equation, what's my y-intercept?
The same as
2. Okay, and let's confirm my slope. Down 1, right 4. Check it out. So the big point I want to make again is these are the same line. They're just different forms. And the reason I want you to have different forms is why? Why do I want you to have 2 different forms?
So you can solve different things.
Yeah, because they both have different strengths and weaknesses, right? The slope-intercept form's great when you know the rate of change and where it starts. It's not great if you just know there's 2 of something and 8 of something for a total of 16, right? So it's like tools in the tool belt. There's actually another equation that we're not gonna worry about till after break, but it's called point-slope form. What kind of information do you think it contains? A point. So yeah, clever name, right? Okay, so let's have you next page. Try the first 2 and the last 2 in that top section. It's asking you to find the intercepts. Use this front page as reference for notes. So do number 1, 2, 9, and 10. Find the intercepts for me. 1, 2, 9, and 10. So for number 1, I'm going to semi-shortcut it. When x is 0, I know 5y equals 10. And when y is 0, I know that 2x equals 10. So I've got an x-intercept of 5, so that's 0.50. And I've got a y-intercept of 2, which is 0.02. We good?
Yep.
Because if we're not, we need to handle it. Not good is fine, as long as we handle it. All right, let's look at number 2. So when y is 0, I got 3x is 24. When x is 0, I got 8y equals 24. So that gives me an x value of 8 when y is 0, and a y value of 3 when x is 0. How are we there, guys? Do you guys need to see that one step of algebra? Because if you do, I'm all about it. No? All right, number 9 looks tougher. Same ideas. When y is 0, negative 70x equals 630. When x is 0, 90y equals 630. So I get ordered pair negative 9, 0. And 0, 7. All right, last one. When y is 0, negative 10x is 45. When x is 0, 5y is 45. Which gives me an ordered pair of, how do I want to simplify this? 9 halves? Did anybody do negative 4.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. You know me. You know me. I like my fractions. When x is 0, y is 9. Cool. We good? And then we're not even going to spend time right now doing the graph it thing. You're going to practice in a minute, just not for the little video I'm doing. Because how many points do you need to graph a line? 2. And I feel pretty comfortable with your ability to plot ordered pairs. So what I want you to do is pick 2 that look on the more difficult edge, maybe. Maybe pick one that seems about where you're at, and then one that's a challenge from that next section. And then I have graphs on that whole next page for you to try a couple graphs out.